Hello and welcome to FurryEarsworld on the SkyDen, where last time we were here we were working on this fella here. And I have run some experiments, and I have run some experiments in my test world, and this does work. This whole system here with the 6 thingies and these thingies, and it does work, but, and it's a big but, since this whole plan was devised, I think tree growth rules have changed slightly. And now not every sapling is happy about growing. You sort of get about 1 in 10 maybe, as long as I'm stood way back here, that will actually grow. And occasionally one will grow so big that nothing else will ever grow again. And it's not efficient. What I'm basically saying here, this plan, not efficient. We need to revise and adjust. We still need... what do we still need? We need to plant the sapling, we need to bone meal the sapling, and we need to break the block. But we're going to use birch trees, hence why I've got birch trees in my hand. In my hot little hand is why I've got birch trees. We can't have a stack of block breakers with birch trees. Birch trees just will not grow. So we need to do this differently. This needs to be an entirely different method that we're going to do for the birch tree. In theory. I don't know whether this will work. I have a theory. I understand my theory should work. Whether it does or not, I do not know. But my wiring gonna definitely need to be changed. So we want a block breaker. We'll just get rid of the pipe from there. I guess we still want this lot still doing its job. The wiring for this one is going to be massively complicated. I barely can conceive of how complicated the wiring for this one is going to be. But this is basically the doings of it, and we need up there somewhere, probably about 9 blocks high, we need a deployer and a piston. So that's what we're going to go and get now. A deployer and a piston. We may actually have those things. I don't know. We shall see. We've got a lot of crap we need to get rid of, though. Let's just get rid of some of our crap. So we want a transposer. No, a piston. We've got a piston. That's fine. We've got no inventory space, obviously. Let's get rid of all the junk that we can actually afford to get rid of. Let's get rid of everything for now. We know where it is if we need it. We can come back and get it. So we want a piston, and we need to make a deployer. And that is a transposer, which is of no use to us. We need a deployer. D-E-P, yeah. I forgot how to spell deployer there. So we need a chest. We need to knock up a chest, which we can do easily enough. There we go. Knock up a chest. Easy to do. There we go. Chest knocked up. So deployer, shift click that. 1 deployer. Job's a good one. That is going to need to be fed with a signal. Actually, we might use some of this stuff. This stuff might be good for this job. And maybe a redstone repeater. I think we can have a look at that, because we need to kind of do at the top of this a whole sort of crawly type caterpillar-y affair. Oop, that's my phone. I shall be with you again shortly. Let me just get this built. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll go 1 more. There we go. And then we turn around and we go out over here, and then over where the tree is going to be. Is it here? I think it's this one. I think it's this one. We're going to put the deployer down. Let's get the deployer ready. Plop him there. Excellent. That's gone well. And we'll turn the deployer so that he is not facing that way, not facing that way, not facing that way, not facing that way, that way. That's the way we want the deployer. And then right down there should be where the tree is. So that should be deploying whatever it has exactly over the tree, which is what we want. And then kind of block of wood there. We're going right down on top of it here. We want our piston. Did we pick up a piston? I don't think we picked up a piston. I don't see a piston. Ow. That hurts. Yeah, but that's in the right place. That's fine. That's fine and dandy. That's going to deploy perfectly. I just need to see what that text message was, so I will be right back. And we're back in the room, and there's an Enderman ponging around. He's being a little irritating, actually. You will recall last time we were setting up this... Well, not last time. Just a moment ago, in fact. It's been 24 hours since I started recording this, so... I suspect we will be disrupted again. I've done that wrong. I've put it in the right place. Don't get me wrong. That's in the right place. But it's just wrong, is what it is. I've off camera, whilst I've been away, I have made some more logic gates, which is good. I need some more bits to do this, because I've been trying to consider the logic of this thing. And it's doing my cake right in. I can tell you that for now. We need... Okay. This block breaker and that deployer to fire at the same time. And then one tick after that, the piston will go to push whatever block that deploys downwards. You with me? You get me? It's going to be sand, so it'll drop automatically, so that's fine. It just needs to push to get the tree out of the way. That needs to deploy however many times there is blocks here, which I think we did 9 or 10, I can't remember, but that's how the number of times it needs to deploy. And then this needs to break twice as many times as that deploys. And then the whole thing needs to trigger a tree planting cycle, and then it's back to the beginning. So the logic on this one is going to be an interesting one to put together. It's going to be a bit of a head scrambler, I think, but we shall see. We shall see how we get on. I need some bits and bobs. I need some red alloy wire and a repeat. I think I've got a repeater. I've got 2 repeaters on me. I've made some circuits here, some logic circuits to try and get this thing working. I've got a couple of counters, AND gates, NOT gates, timer. So I've generally got everything I think I'm going to need to get this bag of junk working. Okay, take a couple of them. And we'll take some of that. In fact, we might take all of them for now. We might actually build another chest nearer to our work site, save running backwards and forwards, just so we can have a quick offload pickup job. 2 of them, thank you kindly, and another chest, if you don't mind. Doesn't work, pulling the stuff around, so that's good. We're 1.4.7, aren't we? I keep forgetting that. It's a thing that is occurring to me to be forgotten about, which isn't good, which isn't ideal. I need eating. Eating is here. So we'll just gobble that down. Now we need to get up and work on the backbone of this thing, which is cobblestone up here. We might actually throw a ladder on the side of that at some point. We've probably got enough ladder to do that. So I think I need another block of wood there. And then I think we have our repeater to go there, which is perfectly round. That goes like that. These are vanilla repeaters, aren't they? Which is fine. It's not the end of the world. We got some red alloy wire, which will go there, and then there, and I guess there, and then this thing can go there, and that will hook up, so that signal comes out of there and goes through that repeater and fires the piston. Should we make it 2 ticks? I feel safer with 2 ticks. Don't know why, I just do. Right, let's move on back down to the ground. This will break the pickaxe. I've made another one, so that's fine. There we go. Spare. Always carry a spare. Always a good plan. Alright, so that is, in principle, the thing built. I guess. We might need some fancy pants piping around here. We might need to say that way. So we want everything that gets coming out of here to go into that chest initially, and then eventually we'll put a filter in here which says sand goes back up there, which would be good. Should be a good one, but initially it's all going to go into that chest. Right, so let's look at logic. Where's this chest we built? There it is. Let's just chuck that down in that corner. Chuck everything in it. And we'll go and get our circuits and see if we can't devise a safe plan for this wiring system. This is I've been thinking about this for the past 24 hours, trying to figure out exactly how this works. So we'll have the timer, we'll have all of these logic gates, and we will have, is that the knots? Yeah, that's the knots. The timer, yep, that's everything. We might have some of that, and I think that will do for now. We'll make some more of these things, because these are good to have. 1 2 1 2 1 2. There we go. Red alloy wire, excellent. Okay, heading back to our build. Let's see if we can't work out how this is supposed to go together. We're gonna have a latch. Ooh. It really is screwing my brain up thinking about this. So I want a NOT gate, an AND gate in fact. I want an AND gate on this. So it's 3 inputs makes an output, I guess. But we want one of these permanently switched because we only want 2 inputs, so I'm guessing this one. That one can be permanently switched. And then we have our red alloy wire here, and that can join up with this, which is that thing goes in there. So when this is outputting, it will fire that up there. So one of these is going to be controlled by a latch. Yeah, I guess. And this latch is going to be controlled by a counter. So if I put an input here, let me just check. Let me just get a lever and check. It's not just the logic of this, it's the orientation of the blocks. No. That's going to be a pain. What we can do is that. No, we can't. What we can do is go and get the saw, the hand saw, and make some panel strips and separate all our blocks off, because things are going to get a bit tight here, so we might need to separate some of these blocks out. That's the theory. Hand saw, there we go. Okay, let's go make some panel strips and get this job done. So a mighty building task, this one. This is a head scratcher and a half. But hopefully when it's working, oh my god, you won't believe it. You just won't Adam and or Eve it. So let's make 2 of them. Cool. And let's make 2 of them out of that, and 2 of them out of that, and then lots of them out of that. So we've got 32 of them now. That's excellent. That's an excellently large number. So that can go there, and then we can put our lever there with impunity, and it's still linking up, damn it. We can put our red alloy wire there with impunity, apparently. Yep. And then our lever there. Is it there? Maybe this thing is round the wrong way. Where did it go? RS latch. Okay, so if we... Yeah, that's it. So it goes to whichever one of these is currently switched on. Right, okay, so that's round the right way now. We know that. So one of our counters will trigger this input and then resets on the other side. Fine, okay, so we need our timer. which is going to be our third input, and I think our timer is going to come down here. And we are going to hook the timer up to the third input on this. Yep, that's working. And if this gets reset here, like that, that will turn that off. Perfect. Perfect, that works. Excellent. That's good. That's good, that's good, that's good. So that's doing that bit up there. We now need it to do this bit here, which is this block. We may have to swap that with one of these red power pipes, which we did pick up. Yes, we did. We've got them in our inventory. That one. Maybe the one that has to go in there so that we can pipe power straight into it. Well, pipe a signal straight into it. It's not really power, is it? Let's junk all this stuff for now. So we need our counters. Okay, bloody counters. Everyone loves the counters. And we need 2 of these. We need to count 10 for that and 20 for the general whole thing. So we need 2 counters. So I guess we can run 1 counter in here. Nope, that ain't right. We might need to lose this, actually. We might need to join these 2 up. We need a lot of wiggle room here. Wiggle room is key. There we go. Okay, so we have our counter in there. Nope. Oh, actually I think that was right. Yeah, it is. So the maximum count, let me just check on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's 10. Maximum count is 10, which is set to. Increments 1. Decrements 10. Okay, so we can do a reset on that. So this isn't working. This isn't in the right place. So that does need to go that way. We know that now. So we want our timer to go... Ooh. We're going to run out of space powerful quick here. I'm sure this could be compacted once it's finally finished, but right now it just needs to be sprawling and expansive so you can actually see what's going on. So we're going to have a timer on this side. That's wrong. We're going to have a timer on this side, a counter on this side in fact. There we go. And we're going to have a counter on this side. There we go. 2 counters. So we're counting this one. One does 10, one does 20. So we need to latch this when the counter reaches 10. We need to reset everything when the count. So this one needs to go up to 20 in fact, doesn't it? There we go. Maximum count 20, and that one is 10, and decrement is also 10. Okay, so one counts up to 10, one counts up to 20. That should be sufficient. Let's just knock this off for the time being because the constant ticking is going to bug me. There we go. So here we have counting to 10, which should then knock off that signal going up there, which means we need to put a signal onto that or that. Which one is it? Is it this one? No, I think it's the one on the other side. I need another lever for experimentations, don't you know? Let's see. That and that. Nope. Got them around the wrong way. You'd think I'd known that. Yeah. So that's no longer passing a signal up. Oh, yes it is. So we need to put a signal into this side. No, not that. Where's our strips? There they are. Here we go. So we need to put a signal into this side to shut this off. And we kind of need a signal to go into there. Where are we going to get that signal from? It's this timed signal that we need over there. But we don't want it to go anywhere we don't want it to go. We might need to move this timer. So it's got to go into that, which is that. And then that is done with one of these doohickeys. The jacketed doodad. Like so. So that's block breaking now. So if we placed a block there, no, we're not going to use our smooth stone. I like the smooth stone. I like having. There we go. So that works. Cool. So we need to count to 10 to reset that latch, or to activate that latch. So we pop our counter in, and then we need to reset the damn counter, don't we? It's going to be over here, and I think it's going to be that way round. Yes, it is, and it's going to be decrement 10. Okay. So our output from this one needs to be here, and our input needs to be here. So we need some of this stuff. Oh, this is getting complicated now. This is doing my cake in. This is makes my head hurt big time. There we go. So that shuts it down. So if we apply a decrement signal to this with a lever, and the decrement is equal to 10, so it should reset this counter